And indeed, welcome wherever you be across this earth's broad surface. And for those present, it is that we welcome you into our midst. And for those present, by virtue of the online components, we welcome you likewise. And so when we welcome someone, by the way, we welcome you too. When we welcome someone, is it not that we firstly open our heart? Of course. Otherwise, how can we welcome someone? Similar principle when we welcome someone to our respective place of abode, our home. We firstly open the door. Otherwise, it's very difficult to communicate. You understand the concept. You open the door. We welcome someone. And so it is we open the door to ourselves, our spirit, our soul, our essence, our totality. And we give our all. And that is the true aspect of welcoming. We welcome, we open ourselves, we avail of the opportunity to embrace new light. Not only to embrace, because there is another component when we welcome. It is that we welcome the opportunity to embrace new light, that which presents and comes forth. So you see, there are many aspects, many components. Depends upon which way you stand and face as to what takes place. We receive when we give when we receive. You understand? Yes. Just nod your head silently, that's great. And so it is, when you nod, you indicate your approval, your understanding. It is that you convey your light. Because you link with, therefore you are agreed with, you become part and parcel of the equation, the communication. And so it is. When we extend a hand forth, we welcome someone. We tend to draw them closer. And we all know the origin of that extension of the hand. It was an act of peace, but to indicate to others that we didn't have a sword or a weapon in our hand. And whereas others quite often did, the extension of the hand grasped that weapon and neutralized it. And so it is that we can extend by opening ourselves, our love, for the benefit of others. We bathe others in our love. And we look to bathe by reciprocation in their love. We trust you understand all of this. And this, dear friends, is that which we advocate by way of promotion through each and every one of you gathered, through each and every one of you as you view now or in future times the recording. But let it be that you spread your love and your light for the benefit of others, remembering, as we have already articulated, that indeed it is that as you spread that love and light, you acknowledge the reciprocation, that love and light which comes back in return. Let it not be that you falter. Remember, as soon as you take that step forth and you extend and open yourself, you continue, you elevate, and take your friends and colleagues with you. Share the elevation. Allow others the privilege of bathing in your higher aspects. Acquaint them with the higher aspects. For many, sadly, sleep. We speak spiritually, of course. They need awakening, and hence they need exposure to that which is displayed, that which is possible. Some even need explanation. It is not, of course, to be condescending, but it is to be supportive and encouraging. Let others bathe. Let others see that which is. It's simple when we know. It is simple when we know. When we have the awareness. Of course, it is not that we say a child, a baby, will have the intellect and the understanding of a professor. Everything is proportional. Common sense must prevail, as is said. But then again, is common sense always present? Of course not. But it is what you make of all situations, of all opportunities. For truly you can only praise or blame yourselves for your successes or your failures, although some try to blame others. But it is to have that self-acceptance and to acknowledge that if I wish to succeed, if I wish to elevate, if I wish to achieve, if I wish to, then make it happen. The higher levels working with you will assist and support you and guide you and protect you and do everything possible without interfering. For there is, of course, that element known as free will. And so we cannot interfere where we are not allowed because of that component called free will. But it is that we will support you in all your laudable undertakings. If you show what you show, of course, we observe. But each of you came with a life purpose, a life plan, a life contract. You agreed. Albeit, there of course are other components with lessons you each need learn and embrace and experience during your respective lifetimes. But remember, interactions can be unplanned, and this is where you each need be careful, wise, astute, and look after yourselves. It's not only look after your loved ones, those around you. If you don't look after yourselves, how do you expect to look after others? It's a fair question. Do you have a fair answer? And so it is. You are each presented with many opportunities for growth, for learning, for experience. Likewise, for awakening and elevation. You have many opportunities to help yourself, as indeed you help others. Another major aspect is to look after yourself in the sense of not allowing yourself to be used and exhausted. For how can you serve others adequately if you are exhausted? You see, there are many components which constitute life, and it all comes down to wisdom. Wisdom. And great wisdom it is when you link with your higher aspects, but you link with and work through the higher aspects, as in spirit. In coming to this place, this sacred place, which the Master Melchizedek himself orchestrated and made possible. In coming to this sacred place, you are fortunate that you already have guidance. But it is again to take forth that guidance into the broader community as indeed you travel. Let others experience and acknowledge the light, the higher aspects of life, the wisdom, the insight. And just as the disciples were all supposed to be representatives of Jesus Christ, so too you are all supposed to be representatives of the divine loving light and message. It is not to see yourselves as anything else, but we respect, of course, that you have free will to do what you wish or not. But we simply remind you the opportunities are there. Our aspiration is for your entire life system, your whole planet, your whole physical aspect, to be of divine love, light, and peace, to live in harmony with each other. It is a mighty aspiration. We will not say it will exist during your respective lifetimes, but gradually there is elevation upon the earth. There is a lot of awakening at this time, and you each find daily exposures of those aspects having been taking place, of which you find yourself in shock. Everything is revelation. It is to be grateful for that which you learn as another step forth, another step on the ladder, so to speak. And it is not that we advocate you physically climb a ladder, but it is within your respective selves that we advocate that you indeed elevate and stay in the higher aspects. Don't drop down when those of lesser light come into your company and refuse to budge by way of elevating their own light. Be the inspiration. Looking at a tall building, will the top floor come down to the basement? Of course not, unless of course it be destruction. Is it not the same principle that we simply illustrated? Don't allow yourself to be pulled down, because it would in actual fact destroy you. Let your divine light shine forth at all times, in all situations. And if others don't wish to listen, assist them. Leave them on their own to bathe in their own misery. but send divine love and light to them by way of healing. Otherwise, if you bathe in their misery, is it not that you willingly condone the injury upon yourself? Of course it is. We spoke of common sense. Common sense must prevail. And we are well aware there are those who will, through their own ignorance, and we say this with love, who will criticize our words. But it is that they need to hold the mirror in front of them and criticize themselves, or it is simply that they do not understand what it is that we said. We will tell you this in advance. It is to stand and be in the power of your own convictions. And that is what's meant by standing firm. Be that proverbial tower, a tower of light and strength. And let others see that you will not budge from that which is of love and that which is of light, no matter what. Maybe you will not win busloads of friends, but we will tell you, you will win busloads of admiration, particularly from us. And it is that you will have the support likewise. You must remember that in physical life it is not a case of chasing popularity or of having as many friends as you can muster. It is that you seek quality and elevation, love, loyalty, sincerity, and free from adversity. When you stand tall, you shine your light. You display your heart, as we already spoke of opening the heart and welcoming. But if someone slams the door in your face, be grateful, for they have slammed the door in their own face, and they have prevented you from further suffering and destruction. Our words and our message are, of course, unpredictable in terms of what you hear or what you anticipate, but they are relevant at this time. It is that we thank you for your interest and for embracing and opening both your doors and your hearts. And so it is, as we try to turn this one around, and this is difficult, but we are stepping back now. God bless you and your laudable undertakings. Thank you, dear friends all. And now we ask you to repeat the message we have given to you, to yourselves, and God bless you.
we are so blessed to receive such wisdom from the highest. And as Spirit always teach us, we have to remember that we are the most important person in our own life, which means we have to take on personal responsibility to address ourselves and to move closer to the God of who we are. And when we do that, we then know that we are serving our God self. We are doing all that we can. We are moving closer to God, and thereby then being an instrument for God to move through, to radiate through, to share the wisdom, the light, the healing. And so the more that we are aware of this, the more that we are mindful that this is our purpose, we become so aligned with this truth that we live our life according to Melchizedek's wonderful mantra of I am present in the presence of my righteousness and truth. So thereby we are awakened to have that understanding of the importance of being present in that divine presence of God. And the more that we allow ourselves to be one, again it's the unity, the unification of spirit and shining that divine sacred light. We remember that everybody in our life is a teacher. And we are learning from everyone. It is touching us in some way. All our senses are alert and awakened and heightened when we give permission to learn to grow. And it is when we give that permission to grow, it is then that we are connecting. We are giving permission lovingly to connect to the vibration. We are giving permission to have a greater understanding of what we are learning right now. And when it awakens within us, when it touches us, we allow ourselves to merge. And it is merging with the divine sacred light to enable growth. So it is during this sacred time that we spend sitting, bathing in the peace, sitting, bathing in the healing vibration, knowing that we are opening our hearts to receive, knowing that it is nurturing and feeding our soul, that we then elevate into the purer vibration which provides that clarity. And there becomes an awareness. And the awareness truly fills our heart. And indeed, I am present. I am present to be with you. For I am present to offer you this guidance, this wisdom. But it is that my desire is to help you feel comfortable in this presence. It is that you awaken to feel comfortable in the presence of your divine self. When you embrace the God, the pure light of you, which enables you to walk forward on your righteous path, that you will truly radiate and bathe in the glory, all that is being granted to you. Do not dismiss this, but let it be that you allow your heart to be truly open to receive. And when you see yourself as a blessing upon this earth, when you truly say the words, I am a blessing upon earth, you then become the blessing. And you do everything within your power, through love, through heart, to be the expression. It does not fall away from you, because it is your true essence. It is only you who block it or do not believe in it. But you must know that this is a truth. And when you know this truth, you display it proudly, because you respect it. You honor it, which means you honor your light. And then you remember that you indeed are aligned with the divine will. And then you give permission to be one with this will. And as given many times, the free will, aligned and united, entwined with the divine will, sets you free. Because then you know that you are free to be your divine self, your God self. And so then we say, I will be a representative of Jesus. I will share the light. And I will walk the path of righteousness and truth, honoring this. So when you have an understanding, and when you truly allow yourself to receive this message, to truly have a greater understanding that it comes free, this wisdom is free. The vibration that we offer you, the vibration that you bathe within here in this humble dwelling, is free to awaken you, to enlighten you, to empower you. So it is, let it be that this touches you and awakens and strengthens you. Let me help you find the strength to stand, to rise, to be. And let it be that you love yourself enough, that you honor yourself enough, that you indeed accept the light that bathes you this day. Yes, indeed, move deeper into my heart, divine blessing of light. I am open and receptive to receiving. And as I heal, I become purer of spirit. We must walk this path, friends. We must come together as one. And as time continues ticking upon earth, you must realize that there is so much to do. You must lift the vibration. And this is what we ask of you, which starts with you. So the more that you love yourself, the more that you then radiate this love to others. The more that you are lifting the vibration of earth, where people are moving and bathing and merging together in peace. The more that people realize that they are not alone. The more that they realize, as they awaken to have the understanding that we come together in support of the divine, in support of love, in support of peace, in the support of growth, coming together peacefully, so that we lift the vibration, so that more people have a greater understanding of eternal life. So let it be that this light touches you. And more so now as we move into the stillness in meditation. So let it be that as we now move into meditation, again where we give permission to be still, where we give permission to allow the divine to truly communicate with us, where we give permission to receive the wisdom, to receive the healing. And so now, knowing that you have prepared a place, and as you prepare a place, a sacred place where you dwell, knowing that as you move deeper and deeper into your heart center of light, of love, of compassion, of righteousness, of gratitude, bathing in the sacred light that is present. You become aware of a beautiful light shining upon your face, and you feel the warmth, knowing that you are watched over, knowing that you are truly loved. And as the light now moves deeper and deeper into you, bathing in the peace and grace of the divine, and the heavenly vibration washes over you, cleansing away all your fear, all your worry, all your doubt, all your fear is now leaving, transforming to love and light. You become aware of a splash of colour that is now showered over you, and the pristine light gives you buoyancy, like a fresh spring shower. You feel alive, and the vitality grows, as though a spring in your step helps you leap across a puddle, and you stop, and you look back into the puddle upon the earth as it slowly seeps into the earth. You become aware of a ripple, and a beautiful stone appears, and you bend down and you pick up that stone. The stone is washed with sacred light, the pure water of heaven. And as you hold this stone in your hand, knowing it is indeed a blessing, and you feel the vibration, the purity of this, it glows, and you become aware of the glowing vibration. It warms your hand, it warms your heart, knowing that you are connecting to something so precious, a sign from the above, from the divine sacred light, shines upon you with gratitude that you are aware that this stone was for you. You trusted to stop after the leap. You trusted, for you were connecting to the light within you, the God within you. And so now God blesses you with this stone. And as you hold the vibration dearly in your hands, aware that it is awakening something so pure within your heart, the power of creation, the power of focus, the power of healing, that the vibration now moves through your energy field. And not only now, but you jump. You jump for joy. And as you do so, you are aware that as the vibration grows through love, through joy, you become lighter in every you appreciate the light that shines upon you, but you more so appreciate the light within you. For you have created that joy. For you have given permission to receive the gift. You have given permission to be still, bathing in the peace and grace of light. You feel the warm glow moving through your body. And the wave of light that moves through you purifies your energy field, providing inspiration, providing comfort, and you recognize the strength within you. Realizing that you can conquer so much now in this strength, in this feeling of connection, connecting to the divine sacred source of light. And with love and gratitude for this special moment, and now the next moment, and the next, and the next, and it continues. And it truly bathes you in its glory. There is an honoring. And the honoring is truly sacred. And you allow that light within you to radiate forth. And you allow that light to move through your energy field. So at this moment, with personal responsibility, you are giving permission to acknowledge the beauty within you, to acknowledge the power that you have to receive healing, to be aligned and connected with divine spark. This is truly love. So indeed, I am present in the presence of my righteousness and truth. And in the stillness that is, I am. And all that you see now, all that you sense, all that you feel, is alive, and it is healing you. It is communicating with you, reminding you of your brilliance, reminding you that you are creator. Peacefully now, with love and gratitude, you feel the earth beneath your feet, connecting to earth, knowing that you are a clear and perfect channel now, bathing in the healing light, and knowing that you now continue to radiate forth this light. And as you take in a deeper breath now, bringing your awareness back to the present, with the the inspiration and motivation to be an expression of all that you have connected with. And now moving fingers and toes, taking in another deeper breath, and then when you are ready, opening your eyes.